What's up? Happy Wednesday. Wow, time is going by so fast. I'm almost at my vacation. I'm halfway through my vacation. I'm not doing much today. I have some errands to run, some things that I got to do. So I'm going to watch the sunrise. Shoot, I might even fall back to sleep. We're going to go watch the sunrise today. It looked like it rained out here last night. So my car got a little bath. Girls, they moved my bed last night at the shelter. I went back in the shelter last night. They moved my sheets. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they just couldn't wait until I came in to do that. The staff was like, I moved your sheets. I had on some gloves, but I moved your sheets and you're in this bed now. So I'm just looking at her like, well, I guess I'll just stay in that bed until it's time for me to leave because I was kind of pissed off. I didn't want to leave my bed, right? The bed that I've been in since I started about 3 months ago. But she was like, well, you're going to be here a little bit longer, so you're on a different tier. So I didn't want to get no attitude. Didn't want to act like I didn't like it. I didn't like it, but I wanted to act like everything was okay. But the thing that pissed me off with that stupid staff that worked last night, she was like, yeah, I was like, is it the top bunk? She said, yeah. So I'm just like, well, why do I got to get on the top bunk and all these other heifers don't? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why am I the top bunk person? And they're not. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't say it to the staff because I don't want to seem like I'm kicking back some drama. So I didn't say nothing. I was like, okay, I'll take the top bunk, whatever. It is what it is. So then she was like, oh, there is a bottom bunk. You know what? You can have the bottom bunk. So I was like, yay. So I made my bed in the bottom bunk. 10 minutes later, she comes back, oh, sorry, this bunk bed was for her. And I just looked at her like I wanted to smack her in her mouth, like bust her upside her head. Because I'm so pissed. I don't know if she did that on purpose, but she was like, oh, you have to go back to the top bunk now. This bed was for her. So they give all the beds to all the older women. And since they figure I'm the younger one in the crowd, I get the top bunk. That's not fair. That's not fair. But whatever. What can I say? Stuff like that just gives me more power to just get myself together and get the freak out so I don't have to worry about the top bunk bed. But I was kind of mad because they don't even have like a ladder to get into the top bunk. You have to kind of like climb in the middle and climb up the bed, which is crazy. A shelter shouldn't even have bunk beds because you got women of all ages in the shelter. So some people can't even climb up there. Thank God I'm able to. But I'm just like, you give nobody else the top bunk but me because you figure I'm the youngest in the crowd. I don't understand. But I mind my business, mind my business. So they was in there telling people, oh, you got too much stuff. Oh, this person got too much stuff. And I understand some of the women do be having a lot of stuff. And I understand if you don't have a car and you don't have, at least I have my car. So now when I go up in there, I'm only going to just bring one bag. Because before I was bringing two bags for like my shower stuff. And I just have too much stuff in the bag. So I just need to break it down to having one bag. And now I need to have my charger. I got to have my big jackery that I have in my car. I got to bring that up there every night to charge my phone. So I got to make sure that this charger is charged every single day. So I'll bring that up there with me too because the bed that I was in, it was close to a socket. I had a wall socket near my bed. So I was able to charge my phone and charge whatever I needed to charge. Now where I'm at, I don't have a socket charger. So there's nothing I can really do about that. But I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain. There's a lot of things I could say, but I'm not going to say. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that's homeless, not her. So having a bed is important. It's better than having nothing. You know what I mean? So I gotta thank God for what I have and what I'm being provided with. I'm grateful for that. But no, I did not want to move my bed. I like the fact that my bed was moved because I'm not near the hallway. But I don't like it moved because I'm like I feel a little bit claustrophobic now because I'm all the way in the back. You know what I'm saying? God forbid if something happens, how am I going to get the freak out? You know what I mean? But I just got to get out of that place. Get a second job so I can move back to this extended stay. That's all I can really do. That's all I can really do. Move back to this extended stay as soon as I can. But like I said, I need to have a second job. But I'm still waiting for callbacks from these applications I put in, and no one's calling back. So I'm like, y'all say y'all hiring, but then when you apply, they don't even call you back. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, they moved my bed yesterday, man. I didn't like that. I didn't like it. So they gave my bed to this older woman that's been there for like 13 years. There's an older woman who's been in that shelter for like 13 years. So I'm like, how did you be able to be here for so long? And everybody else got it pretty much, they probably getting Social Security or something out of her. But I mind my business. I don't even ask questions. But I'm kind of okay with being in the top bunk away from everybody. I'm okay with that. So I pretty much take my shower and I go to bed. I take my shower and I go to bed. I don't be worried about what nobody else around there doing. I'm already, I'm already introverted. I don't talk to nobody anyway. I just, if anything, I'll say hi and that's it. I keep the conversation very short and that's it. Mind my business. Keep the conversation short. And my next place will be out the door. So keep my bags light and be out the door. That's it. The bed is kind of away from the wall where I don't have any wall space or anything. So I'm like, I don't have any space to really put my bags or anything. It's a mess. It's a lot of girls up in there now because it's getting cold. So now they got me all the way in the back, which I don't like because now I'm thinking about, damn, if it was emergency, then what? What am I going to do if there's an emergency? I just think there's too many people in that one room and there's no other way to get out. There should be another exit for us to get out instead of being over there in that corner. I don't like that. They got windows up there. I'm probably gonna have to get me a hammer or something. God forbid, just in case there's a way, just in case a fire or something break out, I want to be able to get out. So I'm probably gonna have to get me a little hammer to keep in my bag, just in case. I'm just saying. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm thinking like if a fire break out, like what if a fire breaks out, like in the bathroom or something, like a girl was doing something she ain't supposed to do, and the fire breaks out. What you think? I'm gonna be back there dying? In that little area, there should be another exit back there. There's not, and there's too many people in one room for us to exit. So I don't know. I'm thinking about my safety now, being back there in that corner. Like I don't like that. That's okay. I'm gonna bring a hammer because I am next to a window. So if anything ever break out and go crazy, I'm just gonna bust that window out and get to freak out. That's what we gonna do, baby. But you gotta think safety. But the shelter, they don't follow rules as far as like how many people should be in one room. I really do think it's too many people in one room, but they've been getting away from that. They've been getting away with it for so many years. So I guess, I don't know. They got all these other empty rooms around the shelter, but they got all of us jammed up in one room, like sardines in a can. You know what I mean? Like sardines in a can. But what can I say? I'm the homeless person, so I'm not being like, bougie or anything, but I'm just like, damn, y'all got too many people. I think it's too many people in one room, especially when you got everybody in one bed. But I know you want to put as many people as one room as you can because y'all only want to use one room. But they got all these other rooms around the shelter as well. So, and today was the day I had to strip my bed sheets and make those or whatever. And I don't like the fact that she had my blankets mixed with someone else's stuff. Like somebody could have stole my stuff. Like anything could have happened. So, and now I'm over there with the lady, this older lady that I really don't like. When I came in, she was talking to me, and now all of a sudden she stopped talking to me, which is fine, because I'm not giving her what she wants. I don't really pay her much mind, and some people don't like when you kind of ignore them. So I said, well, more fuel to the fire. I still don't speak to her. So I still don't say a freaking thing to her. But God is good nonetheless. I'm grateful to have a place to sleep at night. Because I went outside to my car this morning and there was people sleeping outside on the sidewalk. And I guess there are people that, they don't get back to the shelter in time because you have to be in the shelter by like 5 minutes before 9 o'clock or they're going to shut the gate. But the people that don't make it back, they end up sleeping outside. And I was like, damn, it rained last night. You know what I'm saying? Y'all okay with sleeping out in the rain? And somebody somebody also told me that those are the people that those are like the drug addicts. You know what I'm saying? The addicts. They be out there looking for drugs, getting high. So I was like, damn, you rather get high and stay in the freezing cold? Like it wasn't freezing last night, but it was raining last night. So I'm like, some of these people that be on drugs, they do anything to get the drug. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's sad. Really, really sad. Yesterday I had Chick-fil-A for dinner. Chick-fil-A was for the win. I had a Chick-fil-A sandwich. I haven't had Chick-fil-A in a long time, but I had that with some fries and I had a drink. So I'm gonna go exercise this morning after the sunrise. A couple things I need to do, and then I'm gonna go to the gym because I didn't exercise yesterday. I stretched a little bit, but I didn't exercise. But I guess those was my 2 days off. Like Monday and Tuesday, I didn't do no kind of physical fitness. I think I went to the gym on Monday. Did I? I gotta check my I gotta check my gym schedule. But being in a homeless shelter is not for the weak, honey. You gotta do what they tell you, or you're out the door. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta do what they say. Don't get an attitude. Don't get mad, or you could be out the door. So I ain't say nothing. I do like the fact that my bed is up and away from everybody. I like that fact. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't talk to them girls anyway. And I'm not saying I don't talk to them girls like I'm better than anybody, but I just don't conversate with them people. I just don't talk to them. Like I have no conversations for anybody. I'm just, my mind is different than a lot of them girls. They sit around there all day. Some of them are doing drugs. Some of them are alcoholics. And some of them need to be in rehab. But I just be minding my own business. I don't think there's anything wrong with someone minding their own business, right? I think that's a good thing. You know, I think that's a good thing. If you're minding your own business, I think that's amazing because most people don't mind their own business. So, and I thought that's something that everybody likes. Everybody likes somebody that's minding their own business. Isn't that something that we like? I'm gonna get me a coffee this morning. I didn't get a coffee yesterday. I don't drink coffee every day, but most days I do have coffee, honey. But today, darling, I'm telling you, y'all, these bills don't never stop. Even when you homeless, you got bills. The only bills we don't have is like rent bills, but for the most part, we got bills, bills, bills. You gotta pay those bills. So I'm just hunkering down and trying to see if I can save more money. I might have to get me like a camp stove, so some days I can make like oodles and noodles on the road. At the shelter, I don't remember the last time I ate there. And you know, if I was able to be there every day, I probably would eat there. But I'm not there every day to even eat there. So I don't know. I gotta figure something out. I'll figure out a way that I can save more money. Save more money here and there, but eating fast food every day is not a good thing. I think today I'm gonna have a salad. I'm gonna go get me a Caesar salad today. So welcome to my channel for anybody that's new here. Good morning. Hi Ebony, how are you? Good morning to anybody that's new on my channel. I am a homeless woman and I live in a homeless shelter inside the United States of America. I live in the state of New Jersey. So I just talk about my experience being homeless, some of the things I go through in the homeless shelter. Yeah, that's all I do is talk about my experience living in this situation. I've been in this situation now for about 3 months. And they recently moved my bed last night. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. But I'm kind of really at a point where I don't really have a choice. If I like it or not, it doesn't matter. If I have to move my bed, they tell me to move my bed. I just got to move and shut up. You know what I mean? So I moved my bed. But the good thing is I'm kind of away from people. Like, they got me on the top bunk. I don't like that. But, you know, I got to take what I can get, right? I don't like being on the top bunk at all. But, you know, at least I was safe last night. I was warm, and that's the only reason why I'm there for somewhere to sleep. So I'm grateful. I can't complain about that. But no, I did not like to move my bunk bed. I didn't want to move. Because they gave my bed to some white lady she got to be clearly in her 60s. So she's an older woman, but they just moved beds around last night. And if they move your bed, you got to do it. You can't say nothing like, oh, I don't want to move. And they don't care about what you want to do. When you're in the shelter, you got to do what they tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like jail. It's like jail. Morning, Ebony. How are you? I'll be back. I'm going to get some coffee. You got to pretty much do what they say. You know what I'm saying? And I had an attitude. I was mad. I ain't like it. I ain't going to lie. I ain't like it at all. But I got to do what they tell me. I slept comfortably. I was fine. But now I got to break my duffel bag down and make it smaller so I can have more room. Yes, I was going to get a salad today while visiting my daughter in the hospital today. The salad looks so good. Yeah, I might get me a Caesar salad today for dinner because I need more vegetables in my diet. I'll be right back. sorry, y'all. I am back. I'm back in effect. Yeah, we about to go watch the sunrise. Y'all want to go see the sunrise again? Let's go see the sunrise. There's some things I need to do today. Got some things I need to do every day, right? I'm always got something to do. Always. Got me some coffee. Yay, for the win. Coffee. I didn't get no coffee yesterday, so coffee for the win today. I'm gonna start figuring out. Maybe I just get coffee like every other day. Not every day, but every other day. Yeah, that'll make me happy. Where are you going to find an apartment? You said where? When? When I get money. When money comes, everything's about money, right? Finances got to be right. You can't just go get an apartment when you don't have enough cash, right? Can't get nothing with no money. Got to get your money right. Finances got to be on point for you to get something. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm trying to get this second job so that I can be able to get out. So that's when that's going to happen. And when that's going to happen, hopefully soon, but I don't put no date on anything. I cannot put a date on nothing that's going on in my life. I just pretty much live. I live from day to day. You know? I go from day to day. I did go to my storage yesterday, you guys. I'm emptying out my old storage, so that is something that I need to do as well. Get the stuff out of my old storage, bring it to the new one, and pretty much go from there. So I did unpacking and getting stuff out of the way because my old storage actually costs a lot more than the new storage costs. So I'm downsizing that so I can save some money there. I'll save about almost $50, so that's not bad if I just do that. But now I gotta move the crap out, and it's not really a lot of stuff. It looks like a lot of stuff, but it's not really a lot of stuff because I have everything that's in bins. So I am picking up those bins and having to put the bins in my car. But I'm gonna do that later because I have some things that I need to do today before I go to storage to start finishing that up. So yeah, Amazon pays good, but I have a job right now, so I don't really want to work for Amazon, to be honest, because I heard that's like working at a ship. Like, it's hard. They say it's hard at Amazon. So in my hours, I have to find a job that's going to work with the hours that I already have. So I need to find something like at night. That'll probably be my best bet. I already have a full-time job and I need another one. So I have to try to see if I can find me something at nighttime. Or like a warehouse job early in the morning. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to find something. So I don't know. I don't know. Something will come around eventually, but right now, you know, I'm not thinking about really Amazon. Amazon is last on my list. I need like a nighttime job. I don't even know if Amazon has nighttime positions, but yeah. I really don't know. I guess I gotta see. Get back at that gym today at some point. We're gonna go watch that sunrise. I think it starts at like 6:30. Between 6:30 something and between 6:30 and like 7:15, that's when that sun's gonna start shooting through that sky. So that's what I like to see every day if I can. I told y'all on my days off, this is what I wanted to do. So I'm going to be here every day. I really should be at the gym trying to get my exercise on. But since I'm on vacation, I don't really need to be there every day early. I can go to the gym whenever, but I got some things that I got to get out of the way first. We got to get our business handled. You know what I mean? Get stuff handled. So when I go back to work, I don't say, oh, I didn't do this. Oh, I didn't do that. I got most of my stuff out of the way. But good morning to everybody. If you guys do not know, I live in a homeless shelter in the United States of America, and I just talk about my journey and my situation that I'm in. I speak about that. I've been in a homeless shelter now for about 3 months, so I'm working through that and in the process of working full time and building my YouTube channel up and just trying to do some other things with other stuff I got going on in my life right now. But there is a lot going on. But I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. I'm doing what I got to do every day. Um, they moved my bed last night at the shelter. They moved my bed around, so now I'm like in a different. I'm in a different bed, which I did not like that at all. But I don't have a choice, right? Sometimes we don't have a choice, so we got to take what we can get. So yeah, I mean it is what it is, right? I take what I can get. You get what you get, and you can't get upset. So she changed my bed last night. I was a little salty about that. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little upset. But when I went to the new bed, the staff was like, "Yeah." I said, "Can I get a bed that's on the bottom?" She was like, "Oh yeah, here's one. You can have this one." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And then she come back 10 minutes later, like, "Oh, sorry, I gotta give you the bed that's up top because they had this bed assigned for her." And I'm just like looking at her like, "Why did y'all give these girls these beds at the bottom? Why can't I get a bottom bed? Why can't I have a bottom bunk? Like, I don't want to be having to climb on no bunk bed." I guess since I'm the younger one out of the crowd, like I'm younger than those women, I guess they give the younger women um, the top bunk. You know, oh, she can get up there. Oh, she younger than them, so she can do it. I could have like a back problem or something. I could have a medical. When you in a homeless shelter, they don't care about your medical issues. They don't care about your medical history. But I think they will go by your age and say, oh, well, she's younger than them, so she should be able to get up there. Man, I could have a bad knee or something. Like, what if I fall? Anything could happen. Anything can happen. So I'm just looking at the lady like, why why you give me the top bunk and not nobody else? Oh, I see what's going on. Cause I'm the younger one out of these women. And you give the older women the bottom bunks and you don't even tell them that they have to even attempt to get on the top bunk because they're, y'all doing this aging thing. It's the ages thing. But I'm like, top bunk, yeah, I can get up there. But they don't make it easy for you to get up there either because there's really no ladder to even climb. I said, y'all have to make it better, but it's a shelter, so they're not going to give you everything you want. So I'm just like, well, okay. It kind of is what it is, right? It kind of is what it is. Oh my God, it looked like I saw some lightning. No, it looked like I saw lightning. Yeah, I'm looking for something, night shift, evening time or something. Something, something. Hopefully I can find something for nighttime. Something night shift while everybody's sleeping. I don't know, whatever I can find at this point. But it takes time, It's not an easy thing to try to find an apartment or find something. I'll probably end up going back to the extended stay that I was staying in before, but I need 2 jobs to stay in there because I still have bills. Like, people think because you're homeless and you're in a homeless shelter, like, you have no bills. Like, I still have bills that I need to pay. Like, I'm still responsible for things. So people think you don't have anything to worry about. Like, I still have things that I'm responsible for. I have credit card bills. I have car insurance. So, I still have stuff I have to pay for. Good morning, Dr. J. How are you? How's everybody doing? We're just sitting out here looking at the sun. Well, nothing yet, but eventually. Eventually. It's already 6 o'clock. I know between 6:30 and 7:15, it should start to be doing something in the sky. Happy hump day. Time is going by pretty fast. This is my 3rd vacation day. I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. I can't complain. I cannot complain. I mean, I can complain, but I don't really have nothing to complain about. I'm doing the best I can, making it from day to day, doing what we got to do to get where we need to get to in life. They moved my bed last night in the shelter. I was a little salty about that. I didn't like that, but I had to move my bed. They move you around depending on what tier you're in, because I'm going to be there for a while. I might be there for a couple more months. So they move my bed around according to how new you are when you came in. They put the newer girls towards like the front door, and then they put the older girls that's been there for a while towards the back. So I'm like, I didn't like that, but I wasn't happy about the bed move, but I take what I can get, right? So now I have to try to bring in as less stuff, because I normally bring in like two duffel bags with me with my stuff in it. So now I need to make the 2 duffel bags into 1 duffel bag. Yeah. Because now I'm in a bunk bed. I got to keep having 2 bags is a pain in the butt. And I don't really have anywhere to put my stuff. I could put my stuff on the floor, but at nighttime when everybody's sleeping, you don't never know who's going to try to go into your bag. So I got to break down that duffel bag to making it enough for 1. Just don't have to worry about 1 duffel bag instead of worrying about 2. And every day now with my charger that I keep in my car, my big Jackery charger, I need to take that in every night as well, because where I'm at in the bunk bed, there's no socket. There's no socket that I could charge my phone at night. So I need to have my big charger up there with me. It's either that or buy one. Or buy me a good charger off of Amazon. But it still needs to be charged, so... yeah, I mean, that's my life right now. That's me life right now. I mean, I can't complain. I can't complain. It is what it is. That's what we're looking at now. There's really nothing going on. Do they serve you 3 meals a day? Yeah, we do get 3 meals a day. But like I said, I'm never there to even get the 3 meals a day, because, you know, when I'm working, I'm not there. When I'm working, I'm going pretty much all day because I work so far away from the shelter. I'm never there. I always have to provide my own meals. I only eat there when I'm like there. You know what I'm saying? I could go there. They do serve 3 meals a day. And yeah, grateful for that. Grateful for that. Most shelters do serve you food. Some may serve just 2 meals a day, but this shelter particularly serves 3. So grateful for that. We are grateful. I am grateful. I don't like the bed thing, but I don't really have a choice. I'm kind of glad they moved me, because the girl, when I was in my old bed, the new girls that came in, they were annoying me. Like, one of the girls you would stand past there. I guess they were like 2 girls that's in a relationship, and they came into the shelter together, and one of the girls is over there cursing and talking all night, and I'm just like, okay, I just ignore that. I don't even entertain that crap. But I don't know. I just do the best I can. I'm grateful to be there. Not the best situation to be in, but it just keeps me going. Like, it helps me, like, I gotta get myself together quicker and faster. It just puts fire under my behind, so I can just get myself together even faster and quicker, you know? Because ain't nobody gonna do it for me, you know? But yes, they do serve 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They give the women breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but for the men, they give the men just breakfast and lunch. Or they give the men breakfast and dinner. I don't know why they don't serve the men breakfast, lunch, and dinner too. I'm not sure why, but I'm never there to really eat their food, you know? I'm barely ever there. So, but some of the ladies last night, they were telling the girls, like, you got to get rid of some of this stuff. You got too much stuff here. You know, I guess some of the girls that's been there for a while have too much stuff. You accrue too much. But it's hard because, you know, they don't have a place to put the stuff. So, and I carry my bags out every single day. You know, I take my stuff out every day. And Wednesdays is when we have to strip our beds so they can wash them. But I have my own sheets and everything, so I don't participate in them washing my laundry stuff, because I have my own stuff to wash. You know what I'm saying? So I wash my own stuff. I take my own stuff, and today I don't know if I have to. I don't have enough laundry to really wash today, but I might go wash my sheets if I have time. But Wednesdays is a day that they strip the beds, and they wash the linen, which I really don't even think they wash the linen. I don't think they wash that stuff. I think they run that stuff through some hot water and they give it back. They run it through some hot water, put it in the dryer, and they give it back to people. I don't think they washing that stuff. I personally don't think they putting any kind of washing detergent in there at all. I think it's just disgusting. So I was like, let me get my own sheets because I'm not using their crap. Can't use their stuff. It's disgusting. But when you're down in your luck and you don't have anything else, you don't have any other options, there's nothing you can really do but just accept what's going on and, get yourself together somehow and get out. That's all I can do. Get myself together and get the freak out. That is it. That's all I can do is get it together and get out. I mean, a lot of women yesterday was kind of mad because they moved beds. They moved a few different people's beds around. So that lady that I told y'all that she be getting high and stuff, they moved her bed. And they moved another lady's bed. She was actually up top. This one girl I can't stand. She just wanted she's like the life of the party. She's always like trying to get people to like accept her, and I'm like, girl, I'm so far past that lifestyle. I've never been the one, even in high school, I've never been the one that want to get acceptance from other people. I'm not one of those people. I'm just not that person. I don't care who don't like me. Like, I'm going to respect you and everything, but as far as me trying to figure out if you like me or not, it's a lot of that going on. A lot of people pleasing and stuff. I'm like, girl, I could care less who in here don't like me. So what? What are they gonna do to you? Nothing. But a lot of those girls in there are like, they trying to they want to be accepted so bad, I'm like, sis, I could care freaking less, bro. Then one girl last night pissed me off. She over there having a conversation on a cell phone. Don't care who's listening. Don't care who's around. You just having a full-blown conversation, all loud on your phone, and the other person that you're talking to is on speaker, so everybody can hear your conversation. I just think that is so stupid. I hate people that do that. You have no class. That's so classless to do. When you're in a room full of people, you don't sit here and have a conversation on your cell phone where everybody can hear y'all talking. I think that is so tacky, man. So tacky. But some people are just, they have no type of, what do you call it? They have no type of respect for anybody. They don't have respect for themselves, number one. And they definitely don't have respect for people around them. So you don't have a full-blown conversation on your cell phone around a whole bunch of people. Like, what the heck is that? You you step out of the room and then you talk. Now I was just looking at her like, this ghetto. Some people just don't know no better though, because maybe they weren't taught. I thought any adult should know not to have a full-blown conversation around other people. That's just rude. Like, she having this conversation on her phone. I don't know if she wanted everybody to know what she was like. Girl, you just look and sound stupid. Like, what are you doing? Sometimes when you're in a shelter and some women are in there, you just be praying that they'll have their time to leave soon. Because that one older lady that I said, she don't really talk to me no more. Not that I give a damn, but she don't really speak to me anymore. But I can't wait till because she said something like, I think she is leaving soon, because she was like, oh, I'm going to be leaving soon. I'm like, oh, great. Amazing. I can't wait. I hope she leaves, because she's one of the ones that came in there and think that everybody's like scared of her or something. And I was like, girl, bye. Then there was a lady that was, I'm on the top bunk, so this other lady that's on the bottom, I don't know if she's Korean or whatever, but she looks the Asian descent, either Korean, Japanese, or something. So she's on the bottom bunk of my bed, and she's down there, and she's sick. She's sick. Another lady across from me, she's like, she lost her voice. So I'm like, well, we're all in here in a small, tiny little room together. So yeah, germs are going to be flying around. A lot of the women are just not, like, they come out of the bathroom, they don't wash their hands. I don't touch no doorknobs. I don't touch the elevator buttons. I don't touch nothing in that place. I use a lot of elbows and I use a lot of this. I just don't touch nothing with my hands. And when I get on my new bed, I take that sanitizer spray that I get from Walmart and I spray the bed down. I spray the mattress down, because you don't never know. It's been hundreds of people laying on those mattresses. I bring my own everything. I don't touch nothing that they have, because it's disgusting in there. Some of the women are coughing. They don't even cover their freaking mouth. And now I'm more into into the room because they got me close. They got me in the room now. Like I'm in the back. So now I'm getting all the germs now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh God, that's how people are getting sick. But thank God I have a tough immune system. But I don't touch nothing. I'm always washing my hands. I don't touch the when I go into the bathroom, I don't touch nothing in the bathroom. Like I use the bathroom, I use my foot to flush the toilet. I don't touch anything. I don't touch the stall. I use a paper towel in my hand or a glove or something. I don't touch none of that stuff. Some of the girls be touching everything. I said, this place is the dirtiest place ever. It's nasty. People come out of the bathroom, they don't even wash their hands. It's disgusting. Howdy, good morning. Hi, Jerry. Jerry Ginger, what a name. That's the truth. Respect for self is the start. Yeah. Yeah. Some of the girls just don't. I guess it goes back to the way some of these people were raised. Like this one girl, she's like in her 30s. She is probably the youngest one in there. Well, some other girls that came in that's younger than her, but this chick that I said was having this conversation on the phone last night, and I'm just looking like, I can hear you all the way back here, and you're having a conversation on your cell phone, which is so ghetto, right? You don't care about anybody around you. If you're having a conversation, the respectable thing to do is step outside and have your conversation. But people like you want everybody to hear that you talking to somebody. Like, oh, I'm having a conversation with my people. It's like, no one cares about your conversation. So why do you feel like the whole room needs to hear you talk? Like, nobody wants to hear that conversation. So some people, when they say I'm leaving, I'd be so happy. Like, yes, thank God. Bye. You know what I mean? I'd be happy. I'd be happy for them to leave. Certain people, I'd be like glad for them to go. And I'd be in my own little bubble. I don't pay nobody no mind, child. I'd be in my own world. They probably be looking at me like, what's wrong with her? I'm here for just a short time, baby. I'm not in here to make friends. I'm not in here to make enemies either, but I'm not in here to be your friend. So I mind my business. Like I said, it's like the real world. Don't trust nobody. Don't tell nobody your business. Don't tell nobody what's going on with you. Mind your business. And that's what I do. That's what I live by. So, I mean, it was a few times I slipped and fell and talked and said some things, but for the most part, I'm not friendly to none of y'all because you can't trust them. Like, I'm in a bunk bed now, so now I'm up top. I really have no place to put my stuff. Before, when I was on the floor bed, I could put my stuff under my bed. But now, since they got me on the top bunk, I don't have anywhere to put my personal belongings. So now I have to put all my belongings in one bag, and I keep the bag in the bed with me. Because, like, I don't trust none of them girls. I don't trust none of them. So, yeah, that's just my life for now. I got to do what I got to do while I'm there. So I'll probably be in this bed until it's time for me to leave. Then when it's time for me to leave, I'm not going to say nothing to none of them. I'm just leaving. I'm leaving, and I'm not going to say not one word to none of the girls. But, some people get mad when they figure you about to leave or something. And the one lady down there last night, she wanted everybody to know that she was leaving. I said, well, don't tell nobody you leaving. Just leave. You don't have to tell them. You don't have to announce it, because some people get mad when they say, oh, she got a way out. We all going to have a way out at some point. You know what I'm saying? All of us will have a way out at some point. It's best to stay to yourself. Yeah, I stay to myself, and I think the girls think that I'm like a bitch or whatever. Like, who does she think she is? Because I don't really finagle. I'm not with all the conversation. I don't have anything to talk about, and especially if it's like a immature, stupid, corny conversation. Y'all talking about a whole bunch of nothing. Like, sis, that's not conversation for me. I want to talk about something. First of all, none of the girls in there, I'm the only one in there. Me and this other girl is the only one that gets up and goes to work every day. I get up every day and I'm out of the door by like 5 o'clock, 5:30. So some of them sitting there all day and just be cackling, talking like jailbirds, like criminals. So I'm just like, what y'all doing with your lives? Y'all gonna just sit up in here? Like, what are you guys gonna do with yourself? So some of them just being there cackling, cackling, cackling. And one night they was all up just talking, listen, stupid, immature conversations about a whole bunch of nothing. Talking, talking, talking. And nobody said anything to them. Like, do y'all mind? It's just rude. When lights are out at 10 o'clock, you should be in here trying to go to sleep, being quiet. Like, nobody wants to hear a whole bunch of girls yapping about a whole bunch of nothing that don't make sense when it's time for us to all go to sleep. Like, I have to go to work in the morning. There's another girl that gets up early and goes to work too. And she's handicapped. I think she's like deaf. So she gets up and goes to work. They said she work at McDonald's. Like, none of you other heifers can find a job. All y'all do is sit around here, like, you sit around and use drugs. Some of them are using drugs all day. This one lady, older woman, she's a drug addict. She has a husband that stays downstairs. They're clearly addicts. Why don't y'all encourage them to try to get into a rehab? Why y'all got her in this shelter getting high? What if she overdose? What if she overdoses in the shelter? Then what? She overdosed, then what? What if she lay in her bed one night, overdose, and don't wake up? Now we got a dead body in here. Like, crazy. But yeah, the stuff I see, I mean, it's like prison. It's like jail, but you can go, you can come and go as you please or whatever. But the only thing is, when you get up in the morning, you can't go back into your room. Like, you can go into this thing called a day room. It's like a big giant day room. And a lot of the girls, or they just hang out in there all day because, you know, outside is cold. But then some of the girls, they go outside and it's men downstairs and they say, oh, you know, you can't talk to the guys. And I said, I don't want to talk to the guys anyway. What am I talking to them for? And what they going to do? Help me find a place? Like, I don't need to talk to the men. What are they going to do for me? So I just mind my business. I'm like, I don't be sitting outside with those men. We're not supposed to be talking to the guys anyway, but some of the girls be sitting down there talking to them because one of the ladies is married to one of the men downstairs. So I'm like, man, I don't get involved with that shelter politics stuff. Like, y'all just be talking about a whole bunch of nothing. So I just mind my business, man. Mind my business. Be sitting there and filling those girls in on what I'm doing, what I got going on, what days I'm off. It's none of your business. It's none of your business. And they don't even ask me no questions because I think they know. Like, I got the look on my face that I don't want to be bothered. They don't say nothing to me. Some of them be saying, they say hi. And one of the other girls, she looked like she probably Japanese. And I was in a bathroom the other day and she was like, hi, I'm so-and-so. I was like, hi. I said, yeah, I don't really talk to people in here. You know, I'm not saying that to you to be rude, but I don't really have much conversation for people. So she was like, oh, I just wanted to introduce myself. I said, yeah, thank you. And she's a Japanese girl. She's like an outgoing, bubbly person. She talks to anybody. That's not really me. That's not my personality. I'm in here just to pretty much mind my own business. But I appreciate you, you know, introducing yourself to me. That's great. But I don't talk. As you can tell, I don't speak. I don't speak. Because once you start speaking to people, they want to try to get into your life and see where you at in your homeless journey. Like, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I do is listen. I do listen to what people are saying. So when people are saying stuff like, you know, they're talking about, um, when people are talking about stuff like certain things at the social services building, I do hear and listen to that, you know, because I take notes now. Now, sometimes I be having my headphones on, but I might not be listening to nothing. But I am listening to what's going on around me, especially when they start talking about, you know, services that could help you with housing and all that stuff. I'm listening to those things now, okay? But it's hard out here with housing and everything because there's so many homeless people, man. And for the homeless people that's able to stay with family, live with family, and live with friends, if you're able to live with someone, that's a great thing. Don't screw it up. Stay there as long as you can. But again, when I stayed with family and stayed with friends, after a while, they started acting funny. You know, they started acting like they kind of didn't want me there, like I was in their way. And you can kind of feel, you can pick up on those vibes when people don't want you around anymore. They just start acting funny. And some people act more funny than others. But, you know, when I stayed with family and I stayed with a friend and stuff like that, after a while, I just felt the vibes were off. And that's how I kind of knew that like they didn't want me around anymore. Like they wanted the money, but they really didn't want me there. You know what I'm saying? So, and when I paid my rent, wherever I stayed, I definitely paid rent to the person. So, and I could also find me a roommate and everything. But even if I find a roommate, I still need to make more money. Because when I find a roommate, I have to pay the room rent. You know, I got to pay the rent for the room. So I definitely have to, because everybody's saying, oh, you can find a roommate and everything. I said, I know, but I still have to increase my pay. I have to increase, everything's about money. So I have to increase my money. I don't want to go find a roommate and be literally like still struggling. You know, anything can happen with my car. I got to get it fixed. Like, it's a lot going on. And it's a lot that needs to be like taken care of for me. And I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Every day the load gets a little bit lighter for me. I have things in place to assist me and help me. I'm trying to work with certain services. I don't say everything. I want y'all to see at the end of the day. I'm going to let y'all know when I get through this what service helped me with my with finding me a place and everything. So I'm going to find the services and everything that I need. But it's going to take some time, you know? It's definitely going to take some time. You're hardworking. Yeah, the girls are just a mess, you know? And I don't, a lot of them are just like, they're bums, you know? A lot of them are bums. A lot of them don't even have a drive. They're more so in there trying to make friends with people than taking care of their own business. A lot of the women in there are so, you know, some of them are up in the men's face all day. Like, these are homeless men, like, you know, but if they can try to hit, they're going to try to hit. But for the most part, I ain't worried about nobody in there. I'm not worried about the men for sure. And I'm not worried about the girls because a lot of them are not in there. They're not trying to get themselves together. I mean, there's some that are, you know. I'm not talking to everybody like I'm this the best thing since sliced bread in there, but some of those women, that's their lifestyle and they're comfortable in there. Good morning, how you doing? How's it going? Some of them are just so comfortable in their situation. Like, I'm not comfortable with that street life. Like, no, I gotta get back out in society, man. I'm gonna make it happen. It's gonna be okay for me. Everything will work in my favor. And this one lady that I told y'all that she was starting to act. This one lady, she knows my sister. She's like, her daughters, she's an older woman, so she got to be in her early 60s. She knows my sister. Her daughters are like best friends with my sister. Like, one of her daughters is best friends with my sister. So me and her started talking, and she was looking at the thing like, are you so and so? She was like, are you so and so's sister? I'm like, yeah, that's my sister. So she was like, oh yeah. So she acting like she my family or whatever. And then all of a sudden she kind of stopped talking to me because I just started to learn who she was, and I really didn't like who she was because she was like the house mom. I call her the house mom because they have a girl that's on the floor that sleeps in the room with us that oversees everything. They make sure the girls are, you know, in the showers. We got 7-minute showers. They're making sure that everything is timed for us. Like, everything is a time thing. So when we take a shower, we're only supposed to be in the shower for 7 minutes or whatever. So the floor has a person that they designate to look out for stuff. Okay, you're going to be the person that we're going to designate to do this. So there was this black lady. She was designated. She was an older woman. They designated her to be like the house mom, to like oversee everything, make sure that everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, make sure there's no ruckus on the floor, report to us if something's going on the floor. So she would report to things. And she's not the house mom no more, but she used to be the house mom. So she oversees everything, but she was very nasty about it. She had a nasty attitude towards the girls. She would run and tell the staff on every little thing that somebody was doing. If somebody didn't get out the shower on time, she's gonna go run and tell the staff. And she was just a snitch, right? Snitch. She would snitch on people. So I just started to like, oh, you can't be trusted because you probably going and tell stuff, you know what I mean? So um yeah, I just kind of stopped talking to her a little bit. I guess she thought that because my sister and her daughters were friends, that me and her was kind of like family, and I would just kick it with her every day. I just don't trust her. So when I first met her and I didn't know that she was like related to this girl, I didn't like her attitude. Like, when I first met her, I kind of have the attitude of staying to myself and just being to myself. She would come into a room popping her gum and just doing all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, you too old to be acting like that. You're in your 60s and you sitting here acting like you 12 or 13 years old. So I kind of, her vibes was off. But when she figured that my sister was friends with her daughter, she kind of was like, oh, we family, we family. I'm like, no, we're not family. So she would tell me all these wild stories about how her and her daughter used to get into a fight, and she used to bust her daughter upside the head with pots and stuff. And I just like, what? You think that's a win? You sitting here talking about fighting your daughter, and you think that's something that should be commendable? I'm looking at her like, sis, that's nothing commendable about that. Like, you must be crazy. Yeah, so it's so much going on in there. So much drama. So much crazy stuff happening. But I had a good shower last night. I really did. But when they moved my bed, I was upset, but I didn't show my upsetness. I just kind of stayed to myself. I didn't say nothing. Them girls probably wanted me to gossip and talk, and they move you around because they want to shake you up. Like, in the shelter, they don't want you to get comfortable there. That's not a place for you to be comfortable. That's just a place for you to have comfort. Like, comfort as far as, food, clothing, and shelter is all they're going to offer. They're not going to offer you like comfortability. Oh, go sit on that nice cozy sofa over there. It's not that in a shelter. So a shelter is a place that we just constantly going to be moving around. So And I'm hoping and praying that some of those girls is going to be moving out, because the older lady that used to be the house mom, I think she is moving soon, because she's no longer the house mom anymore. So there's another lady that's the house mom. There's another white lady. She's a white older woman. She's a house mom now. And they kind of just see what's going on the floor, and you know what I'm saying? But I mind my business. I don't be in nobody's business. I barely even speak to people, girl. I don't be worried about what the heck is going on around there. Them girls come up there every day and they have so many conversations about what's going on with you and this and that. I'm like, girl, I don't care. I just mind my own damn business, okay? I don't care what you girls are doing. When I come in from, I go to church on Sundays. I meet up with one of my sisters, and when she goes to the same church, I go to church. I just do what I do, and I come back, and I just mind my own damn business. I don't be filling them in on nothing that's happening or going on in my life, because I mind my business. I don't care what's going on in your life. You shouldn't worry about what's going on in mine. But I know they would love to know, you know what I mean? Like, where you're at in your stage. Where you at in your stage? Where you at in your stage? And see that troll that just came in? You wasted all that time to write that whole paragraph and you got blocked. Isn't that something? Isn't that something when the troll comes in and says something really nasty to someone and they get blocked mid-conversation? You're blocked. You can't even see your message now. So funny. Calling me low vibrational. I'm low vibration? What? What's vibration low about me? I got high vibration over here. High vibration. I don't know what the weather's going to be today. Hopefully it's going to be in the 60s. Did I do a hike yesterday? Did I hike yesterday? I don't even remember. No, I didn't. I went to the storage and stuff. I'm going to go hiking today though, because it's not raining. Thank God. If you stay there long enough, you will be a house mom. Yeah, I don't want to be a house mom. No, I can't be a house mom anyway. I don't want that responsibility. And I work, so I'm never there. So to be a house mom, you have to pretty much be there like all day and have not much to do. Like, not have a job. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to pretty much be sitting around there, be at their beck and call, because it's basically like you're working for the staff members. Like, you work under them and they tell you, look out for stuff, if you hear anything, if you see anything, this and that. So I'm like, I'm not a snitch. I mind my own business. I don't care what the girl is doing. As long as they're not bothering me, I don't give a damn what the other people are doing. I'm just that type of person. Like, I mind my business. I'm in my own world. I don't care what the next chick is doing. I really don't care. But I don't know, y'all. I'm just like, I'm like, oh my God. I do have a stepping stool that's in my storage that I can get to get up in my bed. I could use that and keep that there. And then I can get in my bed with no problem if they let me have it in there. I'm probably going to bring that, like a stepping stool that I have in my storage. And I could use my pink stepping stool. It's a pink stepping stool that I have. I'm going to get that and bring that there and use that to get in my bed. Because it can be a little crazy trying to, like, crawl up in that stupid bunk bed every night. Yeah, because if I have that stepping stool, it'll make it a little bit more comfortable for me. So that's probably what I'm going to do. So she was like, oh, yeah, you can have it as long as it's not in anybody's way. I'm just looking at her like all the stuff that be in the way every night, and this staff member, she don't really come and check on us. Like, they supposed to be checking in on us and doing walkthroughs once every hour. Like, once an hour, they should be walking through and seeing what we up to. Them staff members be in the office with the lights out, sleep. So I was like, wow, I wish I could find me a job like this. Because if something happened, y'all don't know what's going on. The girls could be in there having sex or whatever. They're having orgies and everything. Them staff members don't be checking on us like that. Y'all see all this traffic? People getting to it. They getting to their dollar. But people not checking on us. They should be checking on us more in the shelter. They should be checking on us a lot more. But they don't, because they just be in there sleeping. The one girl this morning, she's a staff member that I don't see her every week, but I see her every now and again. I guess if somebody calls out, she'll come in. So she was in the office last night. So I went to the office this morning at like 5:05 this morning, knocked on the door. And I knocked on the door and started walking towards the elevator. So I knocked on the door again a little bit harder. And I'm like, yeah, I need to go downstairs, please. I said, good morning. Can I go downstairs? So she just waking up. So she kind of got a little attitude or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't care. She opened the elevator, didn't say nothing to me, and just walked back to the office. All right, thank you. Usually they'll be like, well, have a nice day. The regular staff. So I'm like, listen, I know y'all staff don't care. Like, I know y'all just here to get y'all money. And I mean, whatever job you do, you're there to get paid, right? That's what we are there to do. But you could at least show some niceness. If I was in there working at nighttime, even if I was sleeping, I'm going to act like I wasn't sleeping, right? You go to the office and they got the office door, the office light is shut off. Like, y'all in there knocked out. Anything could happen in the dorm. Y'all supposed to be watching and making sure that we're okay and that we're safe. Like, ain't nobody in there bullying and trying to beat up on us. That's what y'all supposed to be doing. Like, y'all babysitters, basically. Bunk beds shouldn't have a ladder. It don't have a ladder. Bunk beds should. Yeah, they don't have a ladder on the bunk beds. One day, if I'm able to get like a picture of it, I'll show y'all a picture of it. It's just a real. It's a one of them little cheap bunk beds that's made of metal. So there's no ladder on them. And I'm just looking at them like, where's the ladders? Y'all should have a ladder for us. Like, there should be a ladder because if somebody fall and hurt themselves, y'all got a lawsuit in your hands. But there's so much ghetto stuff going on in that place. Like, it's an old building, so they're just trying to hang on to it. You know, they're trying to utilize it as much as they can and hang on to it as much as they can because they don't want to. They don't want to upkeep. They don't want to make it. They don't want to bring it up to date. Like, it's an old building. They got water issues. The tiles up top. You know, when you go into a room and you look at the ceiling, it's some old drop tiles. It's just old. It's old. They need to make it more modern. And I know they have a lot of money because that shelter's been there for a long time. So they get donations from other companies in the area. They get donations from everywhere. Every person that they have in that shelter every day, they probably get some kind of money for us, like being in there. They couldn't run the place. But of course they run the place. Everything is minimal. It's like a slumlord. You know what I'm saying? Like a slum landlord. They don't take rent from us, which is great because we're homeless. It's a homeless shelter, but they get a lot of donations and they get stuff for us. But some of the stuff that they get, we don't even see it because the staff members, they be stealing stuff. They steal stuff that belongs to us. Yeah, bunk bed should have a ladder. I have a ladder in my I have a ladder in my storage that I'm going to bring. Um, I'm going to bring it today, and it's going to be my ladder so I can get up on that bunk bed. And I can just fold the ladder up and put it to the side somewhere. I don't think they're going to have a problem with me having that there because I need to get into my bunk bed. If I can get my ladder, I'll be more comfortable in that bed. You know, I'll be more comfortable in the bed if I have the ladder. But the lady was like, well, it can't be in nobody's way. I'm like, well, how y'all expect somebody to get in these damn bunk beds? How do you expect someone to get in a bunk bed? Fly up there? Like, it just be cracking me up. I don't complain too much about it because I'm like, hey, I'm the one that's homeless, so how much complaining can one do? I just don't think as being a homeless person and not having much, there's certain things that you shouldn't even complain about. Like some of the girls complain about the food and good morning, how you doing, Ramon, Raymond, Cornelius, how you doing? No, I don't want to be no house mom. But, you know, some things the girls complain about, and I just be looking at them like, well, you better be grateful to be here. Some of them complain about the food. Oh, the food's disgusting. The food's this. I said, well, you know, we're here and we got to make the best of it. No, the food's not always the greatest, but I mean, I don't never eat the food anyway because I'm never there. Like when I'm working, I'm never there. So I'm normally always on the road, trying to get back and forth to work, you know, trying to make that work. But I don't be in there like that. And I be mad because I'm like, Dad, I need to have more. Like I had a salad the other week when I was at work, and sometimes I'm like, I feel like I need to have more vegetables in my diet, but I can't cook. You know what I'm saying? I can't cook at the shelter. I can't cook in my car. I'd be so happy to like get myself like a kitchen again, like my own apartment, and get me a stove that I'm able to cook you know, some meals for myself. And I can't wait for that. You know, I can't wait to get my place again so I can make some hearty meals for myself and make things that, you know, well-rounded, balanced diet meals for myself again. Make my own cup of coffee again. You know what I mean? Mm-mm-mm. Hi, I have something to say. I never said you were low vibrational. And I said the person in there, the house mom, the one that, oh, I thought you said I was low vibrational. That's why I guess I put you on timeout for like 5 minutes. I thought you said that to me. I was like, oh, he's calling me low vibrational. I'm like, what did I do that was low vibrational? Okay. But sorry if I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought it was like a mean comment. When I first read like the first sentence, I thought you were a troll. So I was like, oh no, you gotta go. Because I thought you were saying I was low vibrational. I was like, well, what did I do that was low vibrational? I'm like, what did I do? I didn't do anything. Oh, but you were talking about the house mom. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, she was very low vibrational, very low. And she's still in there. And it's so funny because now our bunk beds are like side by side. So I'm up top and she's down below on the other side of the room. So she could just look up and see me and I could look down and see her. But when I get in my bed, I put my back towards her and I don't say nothing to her. So I just be in my own world. I got my phone. I could watch a movie. I could do whatever. But she's definitely like, she definitely got some problems going on. And my sister knows her. And I did talk to my sister and I said, well, this lady is in here. And my sister was like, well, she got some, she might have bipolar or something. She got some mental stuff going on. She's like, that's why she can never have people that's friends with her, because she'll flip out on you, and just some things that the women did in the past. And that's my sister's friend's mother. And my sister's friend's mother, she has 2 daughters, and her 2 daughters are like, the 2 daughters are like, well, she can't live with me. Because, you know, if you live in a homeless shelter, that means that you don't have family. Like, there's nowhere else for you to go. If you live in a homeless shelter, you have no other options left. And that's what most of our situations are. Because if you had family, if you had friends that wanted you in their home, you would be there. You wouldn't be in the shelter. So when you're at a shelter, it's like that's the last stop. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have any other options left. And you know, I see even my situation, I don't have any options left, I don't have any family or whatever. So all of us are in the same situation. Because if you're in a shelter, that means you have no family and you have no friends that you can go and shack up, you know, to go and live with. So that's our situation, and that's what it is. So her daughters really don't want nothing to do with her, because my sister said that her daughters, she be fighting her daughters, like she'll physically fight them. So, and then you're in your 60s, you are way too old to be acting like that. But she'll come up into the shelter and be bossing people around in the shelter. And now she's not the house mom no more, because last night she talking about something, oh, I'm about to leave. I'm like, thank God. I love when girls that I really don't favor too much, I love when they say that they're leaving. I love it. Because there was another lady that went home. She was a Spanish lady. She had a very heavy Spanish accent, but I could understand what she was saying. So she was like, I'm going home, and she was nice. I wished her well. I was like, I wish you well with everything. She was a Spanish lady, but she was also older too, because she had a head full of gray hair. But she was like, I'm going home, and I think she left like 2 weeks ago. She was nice. She was my bunkie too. She slept on a top bunk at some point, but she was a nice lady. She was older, but she was nice. You could tell she was like a senior. She was a senior citizen, but she was really nice. Spanish lady. I don't know where she went, to a group home, or I don't know where she went, but wherever she went, I wish her well. I'm glad that she got away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes you go in the shelter. Shelters can be rough, man. But when you be in a shelter for a long time, I gravitate towards good people. If I know you're not a good person, if I know you a little bit on the ratchet crazy side, I don't want to be bothered with you. If I know that you're a good person and you can have a decent conversation about something that's like just life situations, I don't want to talk about no BS. I don't want to talk about how many men you got on your roster. I don't want to talk about no ghetto crap. I don't want to talk about drugs. I don't want to talk about, like, if you want to have a conversation with me, it's gonna have to have some substance to it. It's gonna have to be about something. So this Spanish lady, I talked to her a few times just about life, and I said, sis, you're gonna be all right. I said, I pray you make it. You're gonna be all right. Wherever you go, you're gonna be good. God got you, right? So those are conversations I had with her, and she left here about 2 weeks ago, and I don't know where she went, you know. But I said, I wish you well. She was like, throwing away some of her clothes. She was like, you want this, you want that. She gave me one of her moving boxes, like, and I don't have they have Tupperware, these big moving containers that you can put like your clothes and stuff inside. I don't have one of those. So I don't have anywhere to put my stuff, and I probably might bring a bin back for myself and put some locks on it, because yeah, I'm gonna have to start keeping my like toothpaste and stuff. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll just keep everything in the bag and keep it easy for myself. But I don't leave anything in there, because I don't want people like taking my stuff, and I don't have anything of any value. But you still don't want your stuff getting stolen. Be careful with that lady, because there was a story like this before, same situation. The lady ended up killing the younger female. Oh God. I don't think she's gonna kill me, but I definitely know that she's not she don't really like me that much. And now, like, I'm over there by her bed. She's just a weirdo. Just a weirdo. I don't pay her no mind. But one thing I got my head on a swivel. One thing I don't do is when somebody getting out of their bed at night, I'm definitely on it. Who that? Who's moving around? When somebody's moving around at night, I'm very sensitive to movement. So I got something for her if she thinks she's gonna jump on me. Because in the shelter, nobody in there is going to be doing nothing that they're not really supposed to do. I mean, they try to do stuff and things like that, but they're not going to jump on another girl. I'm not going to say that somebody wouldn't. I'm not going to say that they wouldn't try. But if you jump on somebody or do something that you ain't supposed to do, they're going to kick you out. And most of us don't want to be kicked out because we have nowhere else to go. So, yeah. For the people that don't have nowhere else to go and no other options left out in the world, they're not going to risk their shelter because they don't like me. So, and she's an older lady. I think she's in her 60s or something like that. And I don't think, I'm not the kind of person to be thinking, oh, nothing can ever happen to me. In the shelter, anything can happen, you know? But a lot of the women that have nowhere else to go, you're going to be put out in the street. If you get put out in the street with they don't even have a car, you ain't got nowhere to go. Because even last night, I was so upset about the fact that I had to move my bed. I didn't want to move my bed. So I was like, damn, I should just go sleep in my car. But what is that going to help me? I'm going to go to my car, sleep in my car because I'm upset that they moved my bed. So now I'm back out in the cold. Because being in your car is better than being in the street. But being in your car is also cold too. So I was like, no, let me shut my mouth and, change my attitude. I did not like my bed being moved, but let me just shut up and move the bed and keep my lips sealed. Shut your mouth. Sometimes in life, I just have to shut my mouth and take what, you know what I'm saying? Because I was pissed off and I wanted to say, you know what, forget this. I'm going to sleep in my car, but it is better for me to be in the shelter because I have access to water. I have access to a toilet. Why would I get mad and say, I'd rather sleep in my car, forget this? I could have said that, but no, I'm not going to. It's better for me to have shelter. It's better for me to have a roof over my head. It's better for me to be safe in here than be out in the streets with my eyes open every night thinking that somebody's going to come and, do all these type of horrible things to me. So, but I wanted to be like, man, forget this. I'm going to my car. But I'm grateful to have a car because most of the girls there don't even have a car. So I'm grateful to have this, man. Keep my car on the road as much as I can. I'm in a better position than most, you know what I'm saying? So I got to be grateful for that. Every day I wake up, I'm grateful. Grateful, grateful, grateful. Grateful. But yeah, she moving, and I'm like, I'm trying to figure out when. She's talking about she moving. I'm like, when you moving, girl? Please let me know. I hope as soon as possible. I hope you moving. I hope as soon as possible. She get on my damn nerves. I don't speak to her no more anyway. Some days I used to speak to her, but then I just stopped speaking to her. So she probably got offended. Like, oh, she just stopped speaking to me out the blue. Yeah, I stopped speaking to you for a reason. I stopped speaking to you for a reason. My sister was even warning me against her. She was like, she got bipolar. You might want to leave her alone because she did some things to me years ago. My sister had did her hair. My sister's like a hairdresser. She know how to do hair. She got a cosmetology license. So she was like, yeah, I did her hair. I did her hair a couple times, and she didn't pay me for it. I said, well, first of all, sis, you're supposed to get that money before you start doing the hair. But in my head, I'm not having enough stores to take free up space. I'm looking at my manage. I'm looking at my second phone, and they're saying I don't have no storage. And it's saying photos. What photos do I have in here? What the heck is going on? But yeah, it's a lot in the shelter. But girl, I got up this morning. I got out. I'll be out the shelter by 5. They come in there to wake you up by 5:30. So I be out by sometimes I get out by like 4:45 in the morning, 5:30. I'm out. I'm out the door. There's no reason for me to be sticking around here. You know what I mean? Even on my days off, like I'm on vacation right now, but I have stuff that I need to do before I go back to work, like appointments I need to take. I just have things that I have going on that I have to accomplish and things that I have to do. So I'm up and out. I be up at 5:30, 5:30, 5:30, 5:15, 5 o'clock. I'm out that door. I'm not sitting around in there. They come in and get the girls up at 5:30, so all the girls are getting up. Some girls get right up and they go to the bathroom. Like I don't want to be in that rush line. Like go brush my teeth. I don't want to be in there around 13 different women. Everybody trying to brush their teeth. Everybody trying to go to the bathroom. No, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out when it's peaceful. I like to move when everything is at peace. Because if it's chaos and ruckus going on and everybody's trying to get to the bathroom to brush their teeth and everybody's trying to do this, some of the girls don't even want to get out of bed. They're fighting. Oh, I don't want to get up. You know what the rules are. We shouldn't have to come in here every 2 minutes to tell you to get up out of bed. But the house mom is the one I think they can stay in there until like 7. So that's why people be like in that position, because they can probably sleep a little bit longer because they got to make sure everything on the floor is clean and everything is, tidied up. But nah, I don't want to. I don't want the house mom position. I don't even want to be in there. When that rush happens, everybody trying to brush their teeth and all that stuff. This sink don't work. That sink don't work. Toilet don't flush. The place is old. The building is just old. It's outdated. It needs to be updated, and they don't want to do it. And the man that owns the place, the man that owns the shelter, he has other businesses. He got other money coming in, so he got staff to take care of that shelter. And that shelter ain't really a half bad job. That's a decent little part-time job to have, to just watch people. I mean, that's easy. I have to say, this is a beautiful view. It is beautiful, isn't it? Are you in LA? No, I'm not in LA. I'm saying because she fights with her daughter, so she's already used to being violent. Yeah, you're right. She is used to being violent. Hispanics be stalking black women heavy. What? Hispanics be stalking black people? She's a hater. Who's a hater? Are you talking about the lady? The lady. She's a crazy psychopath is what she is. She's a crazy person. Y'all see that sunshine? Isn't that beautiful? Be all types of stuff happening, man. But I be out the door. I don't be with the drama with the girls. I don't be worrying about what they doing. I'm gonna go get me a stepping stool today. I got a stepping stool in my storage that I'm gonna bring back to the shelter tonight. I know it's gonna look like a crazy person bringing a stool. It's like a stepping ladder that I had at my apartment. So I'm gonna bring that to the shelter and use that for my bed. And I'm just gonna fold it up at night, put it to the side, and when I need to get out of my bed, I'm gonna step out. I'm sorry, I just have to be comfortable in my space. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be comfortable. And having a stepping stool is better than getting down and off the bed the way I've been getting down and off the bed. It's been crazy. It's been freaking crazy. It's been chaotic, child. I've been there for 3 months, and it feels like I haven't been there that long, but it's been 3 months. I'm like, damn, it's been 3 months, girl. What is happening? But I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I'm doing the best I can. I'm really doing the best I can. Really doing the best that we can do. But doesn't that sky look amazing? Doesn't that sky look amazing? When I get my own place, right, I'm so looking forward to having my coffee pot there again, making me a nice cup of coffee in the morning, getting up, going to the gym, just trying to figure things out. I can't wait to get my own place again. Having me a nice bed, nice mattress. I'm gonna get me a nice mattress, get me a nice bedroom set, nice dresser drawers. Just everything's gonna work out because I deserve it, man. I deserve to be in comfort. I deserve to be in peace. I deserve it all. I deserve comfort. I deserve peace. I deserve to be safe. I deserve it all. I've gotten past the point of me knowing how I got here. Like, I made some mistakes, right? But I've accepted the things that I've done wrong, and I said, well, I did this wrong, I did that wrong, and I'm not going down that road again. I don't want to make these same mistakes and find myself back in a situation that I don't want to be in anymore. I've accepted the things that I've done wrong. I know the things that I've done wrong, and I know the things in my life that I need to change for myself. You know what I'm saying? So I accepted the things that I've done wrong. Like, if a lot of the girls that's in the shelter now, or even women that's in prison, or people that have made mistakes, they've made mistakes. We have to look outside of ourselves and say, stop blaming this person or that person or this person or that person. We've all done something to get here. We've done something to go to jail. We've done something to be in a shelter. Get past that point first, and then we can move on with life. I've gotten past the point of saying that, hey, I did this wrong, I did that wrong. Maybe next time in life I should take this route instead of taking that route. Maybe sometimes I just need to keep my mouth shut and not say something about something, not be reactive to everything that someone may say to me. Because sometimes you can get yourself in trouble. Like, it could take 3 seconds, 5 seconds for you to make a decision that can deter the rest of your life. So whatever decision that we make in life, we have to make sure that it's going to be a positive one, because when it's not a positive decision, you find yourself in jail without the bail, or you find yourself in the court system, or you find yourself just in a shelter for non-payment of rent, in the shelter for violating your lease. Like, there's so many different reasons why people get evicted. It's not always, everybody always thinks when you get evicted, it's always like, you didn't pay your bills. It's not always that. You could violate the lease violation. That's why some people get evicted. So it's always different reasons why people are in homeless shelters. It's not always you didn't pay your bills. That's not always the case. And that's not the case with me. But I never share what happened, because I never got into those conversations with anybody and let them know what happened. But one day I will, but I just don't share that right now. So, because I'm planning on, in my history, I want to, I've been thinking about maybe writing a book, looking into that diaspora, just to talk about my situation, because I'm just going to talk about my situation, because me talking about my stuff can help somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It can help other people. Thanks for giving good advice. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Like, you should be comfortable no matter what. You deserve it. Do you have a Cash App? Yeah, I do have a Cash App. My Cash App is in the About section of my my YouTube channel. If you look in the About section or look in the description area, there should be a Cash App thing there. I appreciate you guys. If anybody ever sends me, people send me Cash Apps and stuff, and I don't never ask for money from people. People just end up asking me, and if they ask me, I say, yeah, I accept them for sure. I do have a Cash App. If you look in the About section of my like in the description, it should be a Cash App there somewhere. A Cash App tag, you know, my cash tag or whatever. But I do take the Cash Apps. I accept them. If anybody ever wants to send me something, people do send me Cash Apps every now and again. And it's appreciated, but I never ask people for money. Look at that sunlight. Look at that sky. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? So I've been trying to do this every morning since I've been on vacation. I've been trying to come out here and, you know, look at the sunshine and stuff like that. So, but I hate the fact I'm over here with these cars and the traffic is blocking the real beauty of it. But because when I was on the other side, I was over there. Like, if I go on the other side of this and go find me a spot to park my car, number one, is swampy over there. So that's a marsh area. That's the Atlantic Ocean. So over here, it's like the marsh. It's like a swamp. So you don't want to be putting your car over there because your car can sink. So I don't want to go over there or whatever. It's the swamp, you know. But that's why I try to stay over here for safety reasons. And on top of that, over there, that's where all the cars are at. And I don't want to be out here trying to get hit by a car, trying to watch the sunshine. We ain't doing all that either. Oh, thank you, Ramon. I appreciate it. Yeah, I have to give out good advice because I'm not going to be out here giving out no crazy advice. I mean, this is life. This is my life. And just telling people, like, stay encouraged, be encouraged, and watch the decisions and stuff that you make in life, because you can make a decision, like 3-second decision, 5-minute decision, and then you could just ruin your entire life. Like, to me, I just say that, I'm not saying that ruin your entire life. I don't believe that anybody's life is ruined. I believe that even someone that's in prison, their life is still not ruined, because you're still alive. As long as we're still living and breathing, we still have room to make change. You know what I'm saying? Even a person that's in prison for 10 or 20 years, if you know that you're going to get out one day, even if you're going to be an older person with no family, like, you even still have room to make change. Like, prison life has to be hard. Like, I watch a lot of prison documentaries on YouTube and stuff, and I see some of the men and women that's in jail, that's been in jail for 20 years. Oh, I'm getting out, you know, whatever they did. Life is still not even over for them. Like, even if you're in prison, you can make that prison life a life that you want for yourself. Like, try to make it as comfortable as you can. Try to stay away from the negative crowds, the negative people. And I know in prison is hard. You can't compare prison to street life or whatever. But whatever life that you have, wherever you find yourself at, if it's in jail or in a shelter or in a rehab, like, make the best of the situation. Like, you can make the best of any situation that we find ourselves in. Even if it's a situation that you don't want to be in. Like, I'm making the best of this shelter life. Like, I'm being positive. I'm trying to be comfortable. You know, I have all my blankets, my sheets and everything, because I know it's going to get cold. And I just look at it like there's people that's in the shelter that don't come to the shelter on time, and they get locked outside. And these people are comfortable sleeping on the street. Like, they're comfortable just sleeping on the sidewalk. And I was like, oh my God. And it rained last night. So I come outside to my car, turning my car on, and I see these two people laying out here. And I say, it rained last night. Y'all was out here laying on the ground in the rain? Oh my God. But again, if you think about it, some of those people are in addiction. They're in their addiction. And when you're in your addiction, that drug, that rules everything. Doing time is in the mind, race, politics. Okay. Are you in your 30s? No, I'm not in my 30s. Yes, you deserve it. I'm in my 40s. I am in my 40s. I'm an old head now. And not that I care. I don't care about aging anyway. I don't really care about aging. I don't try to stop it or anything, and I'm not like trying to avoid getting old. I don't care about getting old. Because one day we all gonna get old, and we all gonna just, but some days I think and I look and I be like, damn, I am getting old. You know, I got my gray hairs coming up, but I don't have no problem with getting old. Like, I have no problem with aging. That's something that I'm not trying to stop, but I do sometimes, I do think about like, damn, wow, I am getting old. You know what I mean? But I'm not trying to stop it, because we all gonna get old, and we all gonna have our time. We all gonna have that moment. But I don't have a problem with getting old though. I just try to make the best of every situation. Try to be positive about life, because life is short. Life is very short, and we never know when it's gonna be our last moments. So we just gotta try to live the best life we can live. Like, it's already 88 minutes. Yeah, it is beautiful, isn't it? I love it. I wish I could watch this every morning, you know what I mean? But I didn't do it. Did I watch it yesterday? I was out here yesterday. I was. That sky looks so nice. The sky is a beautiful thing. But better days are coming for all of us, you know? You just gotta hold on, and let's not focus on the bad things that's going on out in the world. Oh my God, everything's so high. Groceries are so high, this and that. We gotta just focus on positive stuff. And I know it's hard to say. Everything's not gonna be positive, but damn it, I don't try to focus on what everybody else out here is talking about. How expensive groceries are, how expensive the rent is. We all know that. We know that. We're aware. But I can't focus on that in life. I can't focus on how expensive the rent is. But eventually I'm gonna be out there paying again. But I just gotta focus on me and focus on getting better for myself. Like, opening up doors for things to happen in my life that's going to increase my financial, you know what I'm saying? That's going to increase my finances. And that's what I focus on. Because I'm not going to be in this situation forever. Yes, I hate the shelter, but what can I do? I don't have any options. So I got to deal with it. And if it's a place that you have to deal with for a temporary amount of time, I'm not going to be here long. One day, I run into somebody that was in the shelter with me 3, 4, 5 years down the road. Like, girl, remember when we was at the shelter? Where was you? What you doing with yourself now? You know? I run into people that you know, I'm going to run into these women again in sometime in life, and it's going to be crazy. Like, girl, what are you doing with yourself? Let's not get back into the situation, because I guarantee you I will never ever put myself in this situation again. Never. I will never come back to a homeless shelter. Like, never ever be in this situation again. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, baby. I accomplished so much just being, like, from my eviction day when I was evicted in 2023. I've accomplished so much. Like, I got me a car. I bettered my credit. Like, I opened up credit. I didn't get credit until like 2 years ago is when I opened up my credit. Matter of fact, it hasn't even been 2 years. It's probably been like a year and a half. I opened up my credit, and I'm doing good with my credit. My credit is almost at a good standing. You know, I accomplished a lot being in this situation of being homeless. Because I was like, oh my God, okay, I'm homeless. Okay, I lost everything. I can't stay with family because we just never get along. And I said, all right, I have to do something. So I was like, okay, let's get our credit together. Working on your credit is very important. Thank God I didn't have bad credit, because if you have bad credit, then you got to go dig in and pay some bills that you didn't pay off and figure out how to fix it and stuff like that. I didn't have any debt, thank God. I didn't have any debt. I just had to learn how to build my credit, and I learned how to build credit by watching videos of people that talk about credit. You know, you can find a lot of free information on YouTube by just watching videos and taking notes, and that's how I learned how to fix my credit. Like, not even how to fix it, because it was really nothing to fix, but how to build your own credit. I learned that by just watching videos. Like, you don't have to go pay somebody to fix your credit. Just pay your debt off. Just pay your debt off. Thank you, Ramon. You said you sent me something. I can't really check on it until I get off this YouTube. I can't even check it on my other phone because I don't have any Wi-Fi on that one. But I appreciate you. Thank you. I'll check it out later when I get off this live stream. But so I did a lot in this homeless journey to make my situation better for myself. I continue to exercise. This whole journey of me being homeless, I'm still exercising. I still go to the gym. I still get out here and I do things for my physical health every single day, every day. Doing something to make my situation better. And continuing to move forward in making my situation better. Because, yeah, I could give up. And giving up is not an option for me. I have to continue to move forward. So, and not letting obstacles get into my way, not letting people make me feel like I'm just a piece of crap, because I'm not. It's not over. It's not over. You never know what kind of doors may open for me, you know? But every day I got to get up and continue to do the work to get to where I need to be at in my life. Because nothing is just going to be handed to you. You know what I'm saying? I have to put myself into the positions that I want to find myself in. I even have an opportunity with people that at my church, like my church people. I'm opening up doors for me to even be more involved with my church, because being involved with church people can get you things too. Like, they can help you get jobs and a lot of opportunities that I have on my hands that I'm going to continue to take advantage of. And yes, I used to say a lot of stuff about church people. And I still say some things about church people, but even when I'm in church, I kind of stay to myself there too. Because church can be just as negative as street people, if not more worse. So I just kind of go to church, do my praise and worship, say some prayers, pay my tithes, and I'm out the door. So, but opening up myself to people, and it's hard for me to open up myself to people, to strangers, especially if somebody rubbed me the wrong way anyway. If I feel a bad vibe about you, I'm really not going to deal with you like that. But church is another opportunity for me to open up doors for people to assist and help me. Because my sister was telling me, I said something to her. One of my sisters goes to that church, and she was like, I was like, well, I don't want to be in church telling people all my business, but I could say that I'm looking for housing. Like, I'm looking for a house. Instead of saying I'm homeless at a homeless shelter, I could just say I'm looking for a house. And I could have people praying for me to achieve that. Because when you have more people praying for you, more prayers that go up, the blessings will come. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once more people are praying for you, praying for things to happen in your life, that's when things really can happen for you. But I need more prayer people on my team. So I was like, well, I don't want to tell people that I'm homeless in a homeless shelter. That's a little embarrassing. She was like, you don't have to tell all your business, but you have to see what people need to pray for you for. Like, what is it that you need? You know what I mean? So we're going to open up that door as well. But God is good all the time. God is good. I don't see any sun. I don't see the red yet. It's like 7. I think that happens like 7:30ish. I think that happens like 7:30ish. 7:30ish. So what are you guys doing? I'm yapping. What are y'all doing today? Y'all going to work? Like, what's going on with y'all? What's going on in your life? I got a full day filled with just moving stuff out of my storage. I have a few appointments that I have to go on. It's a couple little things I gotta do, you know. A couple little assignments and things that I gotta get rid of and things that I have to do for myself. But I'm proud of myself because I'm getting through this. You know, I'm getting through this tough phase in my life. I'm getting through the tough spots, and things are getting done. And I'm glad that I'm able to come here on my days. Oh, I see something starting to crack the sky a little bit over there. I see a little red. I see a little red. Life is amazing, man. It's not always a bad thing, though. Life is not always like, it's not always like depressing and sad and this and that. When you look at the sun rising and stuff like that, man, that just makes you like, yo, there has to be more to life than just suffering. You know what I mean? I'm such not a negative person when it comes to life. Like, there's more to life than just down on yourself every day. You got things like the sunset, the sunrise. I don't really ever get to watch the sunset, but I had to move a little bit. Okay. Let's turn it this way. All right. I'm trying to get a better little scene for y'all. Something is coming up over there. I think that's a little better. I think that's a little better. But when I watch this sunrise every day, I feel like, damn, life is good. Even in my situation of being homeless, I'm like, life is good. Life is amazing. Life is beautiful. Nature is beautiful. This is part of nature, man. Watching the sunrise every day is so beautiful, man. It's so peaceful, and it's so, you just look at the world in a different way when you can see natural wonders. This is a natural wonder of life for us. Like watching the sunrise is so beautiful. It's so peaceful. It's so calming. Like, wow. Like, when I get my apartment, I really wish I could still see this every day. I have to drive to see, like, drive to areas where I could witness this. This is the perfect area to watch it. Like, over the water? What? Over the Atlantic? This is beautiful. Who wouldn't want to see this? This makes you think that everything is going to be okay, even if you're in the worst times of your life. When you're in this is the worst times of my life. Like, being homeless is literally the lowest point of my life. Like, not having access to shelter is the lowest, but I'm grateful still because I know that I'm not going to be like this forever. I'm grateful. It's a lot of people out here that's homeless, that homeless people that's walking around every day. They don't have a car. They don't have access. They have to catch a bus. They have to catch public transportation. And I'm just grateful, man. I'm super grateful that that's not me. Like, I have a car. I have an automobile. I have, you know, of course I have bills to pay, but that sucks. But better days, better days, better days, better days, honey. Better days. If you guys are watching me, let me know where y'all watching me from. Can you let me know in the comments, like, where are you watching me from? What state or country you're in? Let me know what you guys are doing this morning. Are you guys getting ready for work? Are you guys getting ready to go to school? I know most people are getting ready for it. It looked like I saw the sun coming out a little bit, but then the cloud hit the sun a little bit. And y'all, it's starting to get cold out here. This has to be washed. I don't know what that is. I can wear this to the gym. We have the opportunities. We have the opportunities. Oh, I want some oatmeal. I want some oatmeal. Oh, well, what do you know? What do you know? Well, I hate the shelter, but I'd be happy to get back there at nighttime so I could relax and lay in my bed. Lay in that little bunk bed. I'm not happy about my counselor changing my bed, but I gotta act like everything is okay. I'm mad. I got a little attitude. I did have a little attitude last night, but I had to be grateful. I had to be grateful. Had to be grateful to even have a bed, because when they get filled up, they're not going to have beds for everybody. Even last night, I went outside and I'm like, these people were sleeping on the ground, and it was raining out here last night. Oh my God. That is going to be so beautiful. It's a very enjoyable time off for me from work. Very enjoyable. Even though I'm not really doing much, I'm just getting stuff out of the way, like going back to my storage, cleaning that out. That's no fun, right? Nobody wants to do that, but I'm getting things done because I already have the new storage, and at least I'm able to save like $50. So I figure I'll pay for this storage for maybe the next 6 months to a year, and then when I get my place, everything in storage is coming to my apartment, and I don't even need to pay for storage anymore. So that'll be another bill that's going to be like, out of my way. I don't have to worry about that bill anymore. Have a blessed day, everyone. Thank you, Dr. J. You as well. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support, and I will be checking you out some more. I've been looking at some of your videos. I like a lot of your workout videos when you're lifting weights and everything. I like watching that. But you have a blessed day as well. You have a blessed day as well. I don't know why this cell phone that I don't even use, they talking about I'm out of storage. Like, what? How am I out of storage? How am I out of storage? I got 1,100 subscribers. That's what's up. I'm really working this thing. I'm really working this thing. I'm really working this thing. I'm 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 working this thing. The sun is about to hit, y'all. I'm working this thing. I'm working this thing. I'm working this thing. Look at that sky. Look at it. You guys see that? I didn't fall back to sleep this morning. Yesterday when I was watching the sunrise, I had went to sleep, and then when I woke up, the sun was rising. But I left my YouTube channel on. I need to wash my hair as well. I gotta go to the gym one day and just shampoo my hair. Gotta do that before I go back to work. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Child, they said I got pictures on here. Where are the pictures though? This isn't it. To you. Look at that beautiful sky, y'all. Look at this thing. Wow, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful that is. Look how beautiful that is. I don't know why they saying that. They saying I have pictures on this phone that I don't know where the pictures are. I'm working this thing. I'm working this thing. I don't know why they saying I don't have any space. I don't know why. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Oh, look at that sky, y'all. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. Look how beautiful. That is just the most beautiful thing. The beautifulness of the world. Hmm. There you go. There it is. There it is, y'all. There it is. There we go. The beautiful sunrise. There we go. There we go. What time is this? Yeah, around 7, almost 7:30-ish. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna go to the Mac machine and go pay this damn bill. They're working this thing. I gotta go back to Wawa. I gotta go get some gas. And I gotta go get some money. I gotta go get some money. I gotta go do some stuff. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that amazing? It's gonna be a great day, you guys. I'm gonna go to Wawa. There's some things that I gotta do and get out of the way today. I didn't even go back to sleep. I don't know, for some reason the coffee got me up today. Sometimes the coffee be having me tired, but today I just feel like the coffee has me wide awakey. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that sky, y'all. Isn't that just so beautiful and peaceful? Look at that. Sometimes it just blinds my eyes. I can't even look at it because it's so beautiful. Watching that beautiful sunrise over the Atlantic. The sunrise over the Atlantic. I wish I could be in the mountains and see what it looks like up there. Like, what time does the sunrise up in the mountains? The sunrise up in the mountains probably about 6 something. I'm thinking. Look at even the birds react to it. The seagulls are flying. They like it too. The birds like it too. Isn't that just the natural wonder? The natural wonder of the world. The beautiful nature-esque. So I'm going to pack my bag while I'm sitting here looking at the sunrise. I'm going to pack my bag. Get things ready for tonight. So when I go into the shelter, I got everything in my bag. This lady was sick last night. She was acting like she couldn't walk. And I'm just like, what the heck? What the heck is wrong with you? And I didn't want to ask her because, like I said, I don't talk to those girls. So I don't even ask her what's wrong. But girl, what's wrong with you? In my head, I'm like, what's wrong with you that you need somebody to escort you to the bathroom? Now you need to be in a hospital somewhere. What's wrong with you? Child, I don't know. And I'm not being insensitive or anything, but girl, what's wrong with you? What's going on with you? Some people get sick and they really just be, I don't know. She had somebody like walking her to the bathroom last night. I'm like, why are you needing someone to transport you to the bathroom? Do you need to be in a hospital somewhere? Because that's where you need to be in a hospital. You better go. But when you're in the shelter, they don't care if you're sick or not. They still expect you to get up and go on about life. You still got to get up and start moving around. I don't know if they let her stay up there in her bed. I really don't know. But I'm praying that I'm just going to be, you know, I don't get no sickness. No sickness or illness shall come my way in Jesus' name. Because sis, I can't be down. Because I got to go to work. I can't be down. I cannot be down. I cannot be down and out. So I'm going to wait till it gets to 2 hours. I'm going to wait till it gets to the 2-hour live stream and then I'll shut it off. But isn't that beautiful, everyone? I'm telling y'all, if y'all able to get out here and watch the sunrise, y'all better do it. Y'all better get to it. Y'all better do it. Y'all better get to it. Ain't that pretty, y'all? Isn't that beautiful? Y'all better do it. Y'all better get to it. So that older lady last night, the house mom, the ex-house mom, she wanted me to know so bad, oh, I'm leaving here. And she don't know if I had my headphones or something in my ear or not. So she was like, she wanted me to know so bad that she was leaving. And she don't know if I heard her or not because I had, you know, headphones or something in my ear last night. And I'm like, I know you want to let me know that you're leaving. Girl, I could care less. Sun don't rise, planet Earth is spinning. It's a sunrise. That's a sunrise. That's a sunrise, baby. Whatever it's doing, it's beautiful. Whatever it's doing, it's beautiful. Whatever it's doing, it's a beautiful sight to see. Sometimes I'm not able to put lotion on my body because I be so freaking tired. My feet are so dry. I think I'm gonna wear my sneakers. We're gonna get my sneakers on, baby. Let them dry and do this other one. I'm just in a good mood this morning, y'all. Most mornings I'm fairly in a good mood. I'm fairly in a good mood. It's a new day. What are you guys doing today? Anybody going to work? Anybody going to school? What are you guys doing today? Let's communicate. Let's chat. Let's talk. Let's chop it up. I told you I was going to be doing self-care on myself while I'm on this vacation. Self-care. I didn't tell nobody at the shelter I was on vacation because I'm not going to be there anyway, so it don't even matter. But, yes. I need to go down there and explore that side of the go explore. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I wish I could give y'all a better sight, but it's so bright right now that it's blinding. It's blinding, darling. I'm gonna go get some gas. Get some gas, and then it's so great to take a vacation from work. Like, it's a guy at my job. He's an older gentleman. He's actually a senior. He's retiring. He's saying he's gonna give it another 5 years, but he never takes days off. He never takes vacation. And I'm just like, dude, what the heck? Why won't you take advantage? Don't you get sick of this freaking place? I'll be looking at him like, don't you get tired of this damn place? I know I freaking do. We need a vacation from everything. Shoot. Like, why aren't you taking advantage of your vacation, baby? There's no way in hell I'm gonna work for a company and not take advantage of vacation time and, time that they give you. It's like free money. We're gonna take advantage. Put some lotion on my legs. My legs are dry. My legs are dry, baby. I gotta drink more water. I can feel myself being dehydrated. You can feel it on my skin. You would be driving so damn fast. I don't know what the weather gonna be today, y'all. I'm hoping it's gonna be warm enough for me to stay in my car. Cause when the sun comes out, even if it's chilly outside in the morning, when the sun come out, the cars will be nice and cool because of the sun. So the car is warm enough for me to just stay in the car and just kind of relax. But I want to go hiking today. I gotta go move that stuff, move some more things out of my storage. I just got so much stuff to do. I gotta go to the Mac machine, get a couple dollars out. I gotta go pay on something, pay a bill. Then we gonna come back and go to do what I gotta do. So it's gonna be another action-packed day, y'all. I could hang around and go have lunch at the shelter today, but I don't know. Now I gotta keep my my battery charger, this Jackery that I have in my car. I don't know if I told y'all about it, but I have this Jackery in my car. It's like a battery charger. It's like a battery charging bank. It's like a big square. It looks like a big giant battery, and that's what it is. It's a big giant battery, and I need to now I need to take this into the shelter every night because this is what keeps my phone charged. It's either that or I need to have my phone at 100 when I get out this car. And I probably should start having my phone at 100 when I get out the car, because all I do in the shelter, I take a shower and I lay in the bed. So if I have my phone at full charge, I'm always like paranoid and scared about having my phone dead, you know? So if I could just have my phone at full 100% charge when I get back to the shelter, I should be fine. I don't need to have this battery up there with me every night because this battery is heavy. So I need to have this battery inside my bag, and then I'll take it upstairs. But I don't want to have to use it if I don't have to. You know what I mean? So if I don't have to take it up there and I don't have to use it, it's good for me to just have it in my car. Get it out the way and not have so much stuff that I'm bringing up there with me. Because yesterday they was doing a sweep. They was telling girls, like, look, you got too much stuff. She was like, you need to break some of this stuff down. You need to get rid of some of this stuff. I don't know what you're going to do with it, but you need to get it out of here. And that's what they do. You know, you're not supposed to be in the shelter with a whole bunch of stuff. And I do believe that she did have a lot of stuff. She didn't seem to like what the lady was saying to her. You know, you got too much stuff, and that's true. They're not trying to make the shelter a place that we can, you know, we're not staying there very long. So it was like, girl, you got too much stuff. You got to get rid of some of this stuff. And I'm like, well, where is she going to put it? She's going to have to get rid of it or give it away or something. Or I asked one of the girls, hey, can I use some of your space to store some of my stuff? Like, I don't have anything in there. I don't keep my stuff in there because they know I have a car. So they probably like, oh, yeah, she keeps half her stuff in the car. I sure do. I sure do. I keep all my stuff in the car. Because I was like, should I get me a bin just to keep my toothpaste and stuff in? But like I said, I don't trust none of those girls. So somebody probably put their toothpaste, put my toothbrush smeared across the floor. Like, who knows what people would do when they don't like you. So I don't really keep my stuff in there. Because I don't trust none of them girls. Are you kidding me? I do not trust none of them. None of them. Not near one. Not near one. But there was something going on last night because some of the girls was in the office talking to the staff lady. I don't know what was going on or what happened, but they was mad about something. And I was like, why y'all in the shelter making a big deal? The only thing I overheard the girl talking about to the staff member that she was mean. And I said, well, if you feel like she mean, then keep moving. You don't have to stay here. You and your girlfriend can go. Y'all don't have to be here. Y'all can go. Y'all obviously need to stay here talking about somebody's mean. If she mean, why are you in the shelter? Why are you there? I thought she was mean too in the beginning, but when she gets to know you a little bit and see that you're not about the BS, I think she's probably a little bit nicer. But girl, I don't be there enough to be worrying about who's mean or who's nice. I'm not there to worry about who's mean or who's nice. It don't matter. Let her be mean. All I need is a bed. She came back into the shelter talking to the girls like, all I need is to take a shower and eat and use the bathroom and mind my business. I said, well, do that. Why are you making a big deal about something? You in there trying to make a name for yourself? Like, who cares? Who cares about the lady being mean? Let her be mean. She probably got some stuff going on in her personal life that we know nothing about. Like, who knows? But we here for a reason, right? We're here for a reason to get what we need to get out this place and get out of here. We're not here to stay. We're not here to stay. We're not here to make friends. We're not here to make buddies and make pals. We're just here for a little moment, and then we getting out. You see the sun? It's the light. It's bright now, ain't it, y'all? It's bright. It's beautiful, though. It feels good. Even though I'm in my car, I can still feel the warmth from the sun. It feels nice, you know? But I gotta go to run some errands. Maybe if I go hiking today, I'll come back live with y'all and do another live stream later. So we'll see. But I gotta go get some gas, and I have to get some money out my Mac machine because I have a bill that I have to pay. And I gotta get some water. I got a couple little things I gotta do today, y'all. Yes, get the stuff underway so I can get my stuff out the way and just start this beautiful day that it's going to be for me. Yeah, it's bright, ain't it? It's beautiful. It's beautiful, but thank you guys for coming by. I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day, okay? I'll talk to you soon.